128.5 for Cowie again. Our two championship leaders, both on 44s of Ferrari in 17th, who's on his flying laps, just started it, coming through the first couple of corners. He's fourth in the championship after finishing fourth twice. It's been Jay Bradfield is up into 8th for his first lap. He's behind Nunda, and Scorpa, his teammate, is 1.2 seconds quicker than him, so a cautious lap from Jay Bradfield, definitely. Not sure if Crooksy's back in yet. Swanshanks has invalidated his lap. It's unfortunate. Marvsky's had a bit of practice on this, obviously, from yesterday. Serious mushroom over there, then we saw Siege, but he's taken the right line, he's clipped it there, and he's making sure he doesn't go forwards off there. He's a bit wobbly there though. He does look quite wobbly, but he's following the racing line into the final corner. Don't want to clip the apex so much there, it's quite bumpy. He's gone a little bit wide there though, and DRS is open, and Forza Ferrari is going to cross the line, and he goes up to 5th, and that should be okay for him. We've got Blaze in 3rd, we've got Nightwing 4th, and Idenzo now goes up into 5th ahead of Forza Ferrari. Jay Story down in 12th with a 1:33.3, which isn't going to be quick enough to get him through, I'm pretty sure of that. We're going to go on board with Serious Mushroom. It could be a bit wide there, but no, he's recovered it. He's done quite well there to keep the time. He's taken a wide line through there as well. Not too wide so that you lose time, but he gets a better entry onto the next corner through taking a wide line. You get a better speed going through there. Same again as he goes onto the straight. DRS opens and he crosses the line and goes 6th. He can definitely go faster than that, but I'm pretty sure it'll be enough to see him through, as Marvsky was just in front of him and he went up to 6th temporarily, but then he got pushed down to 7th. Crooksy's still in the pits, he's still not joined the session. He has got an invite. Swanshanks is down 16th, Jake the Slayer 17th, and both Mercedes at the moment are running last, both on their outlaps. Jockey Hockey is about to start his lap. Into turn 1, he takes a really wide line there, he clips the curb, goes up it, fantastic line there. So hard, because obviously you want to get as much of the curb as you can for those first couple of corners without invalidating your time. He's taken a fantastic line here, Jockey Hockey, through all the corners. He's taken as much of the curb as he possibly can, and that's going to gain him a lot of time. Obviously he runs the risk of invalidating his time if he just goes 4 wheels off. I don't want to jinx it, but we've had 5 minutes of the stream going. Really taking risks here, Jockey Hockey. He might slow down, well not slow down, but stop taking these risks as he goes into sector 3, as it looks like he should be through Q1 with this. Again, a good line through there. Wide line, we see a lot of the drivers taking a wide line there. Oh, he's very close, invalidating his time there. Oh, it's glitching a little bit, probably we're the ones glitching, not Jockey Hockey. Here he goes, and this looks like a fantastic lap from Jockey Hockey. Let's see how quick it is though. And he comes across the line, and it's 3rd. It was quick from Jockey Hockey. Wow, we could have another contender to get into the top 4 today and break the streak. As we have the Mercedes of Scorpa Williams of Scorpa about to start a lap. And Crooksy's still in the pits, unfortunately. We're going to go on board with Jake the Slayer in the other Renault. He's now come through the last couple of corners. Let's see where Jake the Slayer can do. We know he's not a big fan of this track, but he did pick up some decent points yesterday in the championship for Ferrari. He's going to come across the line. How far up can he go? Jake the Slayer is 10th. It's a great lap into the 129s for him. Good effort there. Kev Citron says he's on the soft tyres. It says mediums. I suppose that's what he set his best times on. DRS is open. Working Kev Citron 18th and Cryptic Alibi 19th. We're going to quickly get another invite to Crooksy. Hopefully he can join that. It's normally when I send these invites though that the server then goes, well, the internet, not the server. Again, the pit entry here in France is quite a long one. Lucky it's controlled by the AI, and the pit exit as well is quite awkward because it spits you right back out onto the track. Premier League racing, obviously you can get 5-second penalties for speed in the pit lane because you have to do it yourself, whereas it is automatic in the championship. And the same for the pit exit, you have to disable the pit limiter to get going as quickly as you can. So Cryptic Alibi down in 19th, who I think is in the session. We did see him going on an outlap, and here we go, we could see him coming out now, car 44. Crooksy I don't think is in the session yet, as we do see a Renault coming out of the pits. It's probably Jake the Solo. We've got Jay Story in 17th, who's about to start a lap. He needs to improve if he's to get through, as does Andy Liu, who's down in 16th, the reserve. And then Jay Bradfield's in the danger zone in 15th for that time. And he's slowing it down just to cool his tyres down a little bit so he can prepare for his flying lap. As Cowie's going out again in P2, seeing if he can improve his time. A bit more practice obviously. And Jay Storr, he's invalidated his lap. He's off the track now, getting out of the way. So he's going to have to save up his ERS and go again. Andy Liu in 16th, and he's about to start his lap. He takes a wide exit to get as much speed as he can on the straight. Let's see what Andy Liu can do on this lap. He obviously needs about a second at least if he's going to push himself up the order. And Crooksy I still don't think is in the session, unfortunately, which is a shame. Cryptic Alibi is on an outlap. Siege has retired the car, although I'm pretty sure it's in the pit lane, so he should be fine. Obviously Idenzo today in the Racing Point is on his own, which is a shame. We're meant to have Paynes in today reserving, but he's not joined for whatever reason. Kev Citroen's about to start a lap as well. He feels he's not safe there. We've got Forza Ferrari in 10th and Scorpa down in 12th. Oh, and we have Ozan. Ozan has joined the session. He's a McLaren driver. That didn't turn up today, but he is going to be in for Racing Points. So obviously what we'll do if he does get any points in the race is he will score for McLaren, and then Swanshank's points will be for Racing Point, as he is a reserve. We had a similar issue yesterday, but that is not a problem. We can sort that out at the end. And he is going out. Of course, don't think that's something that you could do. Last year on this game, I think if you joined late in quali, that was it. Jake146 saying what's happened to the lobby. Freddie saying I got kicked from the session so I can't set a lap. I'm sure you can still set a lap. I've invited you back, mate. I sent you a couple of invites. Obviously Ozan's just joined the session and he's coming out. I mean, it says he's on a lap. He's only just come out though, which is strange. But again, it's not all my internet today. As the server's still got problems. It says Ozan's on a lap here, but we know he's not because he's weaving. He's on an outlap. So then let's have a look at the times. Nunda, he is on a lap. He's 2 temps up. He can't be 2 temps up. He's only just started his lap and he's invalidated it. He's 2 thousandths quicker than Scorp in 15th, but that could be the difference between them. As you see, Serious Mushroom, he's gone up into 5th place. He's just set a quicker lap. And we've got the Renault behind the Jake the Slayer, who's about to start a lap as well. And he's invalidated it. He had a couple of cars around it, might have put him off a little bit. He definitely wasn't blocked. But Jay Bradfield at the moment now is out because Cryptic Alibi has gone up to 8th. And he's invalidated this lap too. And he's out of fuel. And he's out. Q1 is Jay Bradfield. Not good from him then. Andy Lou, what can he do? Oh, I thought he was going to come into pits then. That's how wide it was. He's going to set this lap. Or correction for a bit of oversteer going to the final turn as well. Can he improve in his time? Can he knock Jay Bradfield down? Can he knock the Williams down? He can't. He improves by just over a tenth. He might have enough fuel to go again. No, he is going to go again for another hot lap. So we'll come back to Andy Lou. Crooksy, we know, is going to be out because he can't get back in the session, unfortunately. And then Ozan then. The late arrival. Oh, I thought that was an invalidation there. I thought he went 4 wheels off. He's a lucky boy. Although he has gone wide there. Let's hope Andy Lou gets out of the way. But Andy Lou might be on a flying lap. So he could have a bit of a slipstream here, Ozan. He could go quite quick. So here we go then. Checker flag is out. Nunda's crossed it. And Nunda can't improve. So he is 14th still. Andy Lou does get out of the way, so Andy Lou is going to be out as well. Well, Andy Lou's going to be out in 17th. Jay Bradfield in 16th. Jay Story's out. He's retired the car. I'm not sure if that was on the track or in the pit lane. But he's going to be out. Crooksy's going to be out in 19th. Ozan, can he improve? He's on a good lap. If he can, he's going to knock Scorpa down. But Scorpa, he's invalidated his lap. And he's crossed the line. So if Ozan can improve it, it'll mean both Williams will be out in Q1. What can Ozan do? Oh, he's taking a funny line going into there. Here we go then. So he doesn't run out of fuel when he comes across the line. He's going through the gears. I'm sure it's going to be enough. And it is 14th. He's through by the skin of his teeth. And look, Scorpa in the Williams goes out by 2 thousandths of a second to Nunda in the AlphaTauri. Wow, thin margins there. As we see Siege and Cowie at the top yet again. Who's going to be their challengers today? We'll see. And Crooks here, it's really unfortunate. I don't know why it wouldn't let him set a lap. It's a strange server. It's not me that's actually running the lobby, as I mentioned earlier. So that shouldn't be affecting that at all. Ozan got into the session late and he was able to set a lap, but for some reason Crooksy wasn't. And Renault still yet to score a point after 3 races in the Championship and 2 in the Premier League. Again, having a bit of bad luck. Such a shame for them, and hopefully it's just a matter of time before they do get their first points on the board. So we quickly look into the Discord and they're saying, hope the internet improves soon. Well, we got it going for most of Q1 in the end, but I can't promise it not cutting out. If it does, we'll just keep restarting it. And hopefully we won't miss out on too much. Again, we just got to wait for this timer to count down. Everyone's crossed the line. Everyone's got a checkered flag, was in the pits, but the AIs take over for a couple of minutes for whatever reason. Although to be fair to the server, I think they've fixed that error where it can let you set a lap after the checkered flag is out, because as soon as Nunda crossed it, he wasn't able to start another lap. But anyway, let's look through the times then. We have a gap of about just under 3 tenths between Siege and Cowie. Not sure if they were going for it completely low, as we see Cowie, I think he did 4 laps on those softs. So bit of practice there for him for the race. Is that a sign he's going to be going on softs at some point? We have Cryptic Alibi and Marvsky, who are the top 2 in the Championship yesterday. Look at the gap between them again, it's very marginal. Looks like they're going to have a close battle today as well, in Mercedes and Ferrari. Jake the Slayer, another reserve through for Renault. He's hopefully going to get Renault a couple of points on the board. Ozan the latecomers through, and Nunda's through by the skin of his teeth. We lose the Williams drivers, Andy Lou, Jay Story and Crooksy. So then we go into Q2. And again, as we mentioned yesterday, this is interesting in France because obviously top 10 will start. Oh, we've only got 14. Why is that? Did somebody crash the car on the track? I'm not quite sure who it is that's gone out. We've got both McLaren, we've got both Mercedes, both Ferrari. We've got the Red Bull ablaze. Andy Liu went out. McLaren, we've got both of them. It's Ozan in the Racing Point. He joined late into the session. It let him set a time and he got through. But he's not in. So he'll be starting down in 15th. Again, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure what is going on. Strange. Really strange. So here we go then, as we were saying. Top 10 that go through the Q1 will start on the tyres they set their fastest time on. As we can see, a lot of people are going out on the mediums because softs here is pretty difficult. It's very difficult to get a soft hard strategy going. Swanshank's actually one of the drivers that did it. Was very close to doing it yesterday in the championship. I think he did 8 laps on the softs and he went on hards all the way to the end, but he was 1 lap short of doing it. He felt he had to come in for the softs and that took him out the points. So you can lose a lot of time doing soft hards, but if you're good enough it can definitely be done. There's definitely drivers in this league that have got the potential to do it. But mediums are going to be a safer choice. Medium hard for a 1-stopper. If people are starting on softs they could do a 2-stopper, but without a doubt medium hard is definitely the quickest tyre strategy for France. Very hot track as well, so the tyre wear is pretty brutal. It was Bahrain last week, which is another brutal tyre wear track, so they're all used to it. So then I think Nightwing is first on a lap. He gets through the first couple of corners quite neatly. Let's have a look. Oh, again, that is one corner that the game seems to be pretty lenient on, because you can go 4 wheels off there and it just about lets you have it. There's a neat line there as well. Clips a bit of the curb. It's going to stay nice and wide so we can dive in to the left-hander here. Getting a lot of the apex hopefully. Yeah, he got a lot there as well. Oh, he's been quite lucky because that's 3 corners he's been riding his luck. Very close to being 4 wheels off, and he's still got a valid lap. But on those medium tyres, Nightwing might feel he's got to push it all the way if he's to get through on them. And again, he nearly went 4 wheels off there. He's really pushing it, Nightwing. Fair play to him. He's not hanging back. He wants to get through on these mediums. Nunda is the only driver that's gone out on the softs. In fact, no, Serious Mushroom has as well. Serious Mushroom started lapping the softs as well. We're going to go back with Nightwing as he goes through the final couple of corners. It's been a really neat lap from Nightwing on these mediums. Fantastic lap. Let's see what the time is. DRS is open. Can he get down into the 130s, 129s? Oh, he can. 129.6 for Nightwing. It's a good lap time on mediums, definitely. Next across the line is going to be AlphaTauri and Nunda. And he goes up to second on the softs. He's slower than his teammate on the mediums. Great lap from Nightwing again, we see. Siege Lane, he's on the mediums. As he cuts in, brilliant line there. And he gets on the throttle so early without losing it. Not sure how he can do that. And it's a 129.2, 4 tenths quicker than Nightwing. We saw Nightwing's lap, how fantastic it was. And then Siege goes and does it by 4 tenths. Fantastic from him. So we see Swanshanks, he crosses the line and goes 4th. So these drivers, some of them race with no traction. I think Siege is with no traction as well. And if you can get your foot down early, you get much more speed than if you're on medium traction. But of course it runs the risk of losing it. But Siege, we never see him lose it, do we? As Blaze goes up to 3rd on the mediums as well. A few tenths off Nightwing and about 7 tenths off the lead. Next across the line is going to be the Ferrari Cowie on the mediums. Oh, he's invalidated his time, but he saved up the ZRS, and he is going to be going again. Cowie, of course, he's going to want to set a lap this time, because if he doesn't now, he's going to have to run it on 3 lap old mediums then, unless he wants to change his strategy. But I'm pretty sure he's going to want to match Siege to keep this battle going as he goes purple through sector 1. So there we go, maybe being on a lap older mediums could help him if they're warmed up a bit more. Of course, that means he's going to be starting on a lap old tyres, which should give Siege 1 lap fresh tyre advantage. We've still got quite a few drivers in the pits, a couple on their out laps, but I think Cowie is the only one on the... Oh, he's invalidated. He's invalidated again. Now, is he going to come in, or is he going to go for one more lap? I'm not sure how much fuel he's got on board either, so that could be a factor in it. So Jake the Slayer, Cryptic Alibi, Forza Ferrari, still in the pits, yet to set a lap. Jockey Hockey in the pits as well, and Kev Citroen, who's just started a lap. He is on soft tyres. You'd expect it to be a fast lap. Really quick first couple of corners, he's mastered that without invalidating his time. Good line there as well. He might have lost a little bit of time through there. I keep saying the little S, but this track is full of S's, and it says purple sector 1. Again, as we've mentioned, every stream we've done so far, not sure whether to believe it if it's purple or not, because it just pops up randomly. But here we go then, this is the bit where a lot of drivers invalidate, and he's done well there. It's a good line. Of course, if these softs, if you do start on them, they're going to go off pretty quickly, so they might not want to take as much time and life out of those tyres as possible. So that means they can go an extra lap on them. Obviously, if there's a safety car towards the beginning of the race, that definitely suit the drivers on the softs, as they'll get a cheaper pit stop. Out of the people that started on the softs yesterday, there's only 3 of them. None of them managed to do a 1 stop. They all had to come in and do 2 stops. It's a great lap from Kev Citroen as he goes into the final corner. A little right-hander, gets a bit of the curb there, might have lost a tiny bit of time there, but I'm sure it's going to be a very quick lap time from Kev Citroen, and he goes 3rd. It's only Siege and Nightwing he's behind. We've only got 6 drivers that have set laps so far. A lot of people have been waiting till the end. We've got Marvsky on a lap on the mediums, he's going through sector 2 now. Denzo's in sector 3, again he's been challenging up the top as well. I think he had a pole position as well last week, as we see Cowie finally getting a lap in on those mediums on the 3rd attempt, and he goes fastest, just over a tenth faster than Siege. But again, as we say, he will be starting now on 2 lap older tyres on those mediums than Siege, so he might have to pit a lap earlier. They'll go off a lot quicker, especially if Siege puts him under a lot of pressure at the beginning. As Denzo, let's see where he can go in comparison to the top 2. Is he going to be quicker? Is he going to be slower? Is he going to be in the middle of them? Here he goes. He goes 3rd. He's nearly 3 tenths slower than Siege, and 4 tenths off the lead. Denzo will be wanting to find a bit more pace than that. Jockey Hockey is in 5th. We've got Marvsky, who's just gone up to 9th. He's going to have to improve there as well. Swanshanks is on a slow lap. Serious Mushroom yet to set a lap. Neither's Jake the Slayer. They're both going to come out on mediums, I'm sure, in a minute. Forza Ferrari's yet to set a lap as well. And Cryptic Alibi has just started his lap. He is also on the mediums. Let's see where he can go. Obviously, you'd expect him to be close. How can he be out? And again, we don't know. It is just a silly server issue. Cryptic Alibi looked a little bit slow coming onto the straight there. He might lose a bit of time. And there's his mate, Marvsky, passing him on the straight. He's got a good turn into there. Oh, again, he went a bit too wide. I'm not sure it's going to be as fast as Marvsky's time. He might only go up to 10th here. Marvsky's going to have to go again if he's going to get through anyway, because there's still Serious Mushroom, Forza Ferrari yet to set a lap. 3rd and 4th in the championship, so going to need to improve. Nunda's going to need to improve as well. Only done a 133. You really want to be in the 129s at this stage in Q2, especially if you're on the soft tyres for Nunda. Here we go then, Cryptic Alibi. He's kept it neat and tidy through the final corner. DRS is open. He's out of ERS. He crosses the line and it is 9th. He's just managed to get ahead of Marvsky by about a 10th and a half. Serious Mushroom still in the pits then. Jake the Slayer's on an outlap. Forza Ferrari still in the pits as well. And of course you only get one set of mediums in Q2. So they might just be saving it to the end when the track has got more grip, got more rubber laid down on it. Don't know why it doesn't let you choose 2 sets of mediums. We see in F1 today cars on mediums in Q3, so it's a shame because it's not really realistic when you, even if you go a harder choice. So they're saving it to the end. And some drivers, including myself in previous races, if it's going to be a track where it's going to be a 2-stopper if you start on softs, I'd rather go out in Q2 and start on mediums than get through and start on softs, because you got straight away, although you're going to be on fresher tyres for most of the race, stopping twice, that's 25 seconds at least you're going to lose through the pit stop. Anyway, and Jake the Slayer, he's now going through the beginning of sector 2. So he's gone purple through sector 1, but I think that's in comparison to 10th place. So where can he go in relation to the 2 championship drivers, Cryptocaliber and Marvsky, and even Nunda in there as well? But of course Jake the Slayer is on the mediums, so it's more realistic to look at 9th and 10th for a time comparison. It looks a good lap so far. He's gone flat out in that right-hander. Oh, he's a bit late on the brake in there, but he's really going for it. He's gone over. He's not gone wide enough there. He could have got a bit more time if he went wider and swooped back in. He's kept it tidy through there, or he had a bit of understeer because he was about to go off, so he had to quickly correct that, which he would have lost a little bit of time. The sector 1 was really good as it was purple, but sector 3 he might have lost a little bit of time here. The DRS opens and Jake the Slayer crosses the line. Where does he go? He goes 10th. He splits Cryptocaliber and Marvsky. We thought it was going to be close, and that pushes Marvsky out. Serious Mushroom's now starting his lap. We're going to go on board with him. Blaze is on another lap as well. We think he's about to cross the line and he goes up to 5th, so we should be comfortably through. Serious Mushroom, Forza Ferrari, the ones to watch now then. And Nunda, Cryptocaliber and Jake the Slayer are the drivers in danger. As Darren saying in the comments, have a quick look in the comments for the first time. He's saying these times are fast. They are fast. 129.1 carry set on the mediums. Siege up there as well. Couple more of those times on the mediums. Absolutely fantastic times. Jockey Hockey says he's on the softs now. I think that's current tyre it's on, because I think he set his lap on the mediums. Serious Mushroom then. Again, a serious contender today. He's now starting sector 3. He's daring on the brakes there, and he gets on the brakes early as well. Really neat and tidy, but importantly fast through sector 3 as well. He keeps the car on the track. He comes up to the left bend here, and again it's neat and tidy. Wide line. He gets on the gas really early. He's on the gas as he's turning as well, so he really wants the time here. Serious Mushroom, where can he go? He goes up to 6th. And look at the gaps here. Oh, his Swanshanks goes up to 6th on the softs as well. He's going to go for the same strategy as he did yesterday. Fantastic. Serious Mushroom is 3 thousandths quicker than Jockey Hockey, who is going out on the softs. He thinks he could be in trouble. Jockey Hockey is 1 thousandth quicker than Kev Citron, who is on softs, and he's invalidated his first lap, so he's going to go again. 4 thousandths of a second separating 3 drivers. Fantastic, but you'd think Jockey Hockey would improve, as he's in that time he's on mediums and he's now setting time on the softs. Jake the Slayer and Marvsky, looks like they're going to be going out because they're both in the pits. We're going to go on board with Forza Ferrari. If he sets a time, and if he sets a good time, Nunda will be going out, as Nunda is in the pits. Cryptocaliber is on an outlap. He's about, I'm not sure if he's going to make it. Jockey Hockey's just made it. Cryptocaliber, he's not going to make it. But will it let him start a lap? It will. It will let him start a lap. We're going to go back on board with the McLaren and Forza Ferrari. Nunda saying he thought the game thought he was finishing his lap. Yeah, the game is a mess. Game is a mess. Kev Citroen's retired the car. I'm not sure if he's crashed it. Not sure what's happened there. But he's gone off there. He's either retired or crashed. But he's through. He's through. At the moment, he's up in 9th. I'm not sure if he's made a mistake there. It's a strange place to lose it if he has. Oh, he got a bit too much curb there. Forza Ferrari's lucky not to invalidate his time. Here he goes then onto the straight. DRS open. You'd think he's going to go into the top 10, but let's have a look. Where's he going to go? He's 11th. He's out. Forza Ferrari's out. Wow, that is a shock. A man who's finished 4th in both races so far. And 4th in the championship because of that. He is out in Q2. He did go for the mediums, which was a bit of a gamble, but of course it's going to help him in the race ahead of these people starting in front of him on softs. So we're just waiting on Cryptic Alibi then, because if he improves on these mediums, he will knock Nunda out as well. Where can he go? He's really slowed down. He's slowed down. He's backed out. Cryptic Alibi's backed out. He's out. So Nunda is through in 10th. Forza Ferrari, of course, let's not forget, he has started low down before and been able to recover it. So I wouldn't put it past him doing that again. But Cryptic Alibi is out. Jake the Slayer is out. Mavsky is out. 3 of the top runners in the championship. Obviously finding it a lot harder in the Premier League. And again, it shows that the pace in this league is quicker than the championship. Forza Ferrari out as well in 11th. They all went on the mediums. Nunda scrapes through by 0.03 of a second on the soft tyres though. Kev Citroen 9th. We're not sure if he crashed or not. Jockey Hockey's through in 8th. I don't think he set a time on those softs in the end, so he should be starting on mediums. Serious Mushroom 7th on mediums. Swanshank's up into 6th. The last minute reserve replacing Paynes. He's going to be in Q3. It's a fantastic effort from him. Can he do the soft hards? His strategy, he was 1 lap away from it yesterday. Blaze is in 5th. Nightwing 4th. Idenzo 3rd. Siege 2nd and Cowie 1st. They will all start on the mediums. As we wait for this countdown to click down. I've done well to keep the app in for the last 2 minutes. I'm still not sure why. It just makes us watch AIs driving around the track for a couple of minutes. But here we go then. Confirmation there. Cryptic Alibi starting down in 12th. Zach is in the comments saying frustrating. Of course, yeah, I can imagine how frustrating it is. Marginal. Very, very marginal. I bet he's thinking in his head right now. That one corner, as we see, he did take a lot of curb when he went in to the penultimate corner in Sector 3. And if he didn't do that, I'm pretty sure he would be through. But as we know, it's a competitive field. Anything can happen in these races, and he's more than capable of getting back up to the top 5. It's Forza Ferrari at least. We know he can do it. We can have instants in front as well. You just never know what's going to happen here in France. As we see, just under 7 tenths separating the top 9. Absolutely fantastic. As we move in to Q3, and this is where the serious stuff happens. As we see who's going to get the 3rd pole position in the Premier League for weekend night racing. As we set up our spectator menu yet again. Obviously everyone's going to be going on the softs today. Well, I don't know if anyone watched the qualifying today for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix, but some drivers went on mediums in Q3, which is quite surprising, but I'm pretty sure none of these guys are going to be doing that. Both Alfa Romeos are through to Q3, and both Alfa Tauris are through to Q3. Obviously Nightwing, who's coming out early, he qualified 3rd last week at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and then got kicked out of the server, so he couldn't even take part in the race, which was disappointing. He's still yet to score a point, but we hope he can actually get some points today in the race. As we see the smoke coming out the back of his car as that engine revs up on his outlap. Some drivers that have been on the softs already though, qualified in Q2 on the softs, probably only have one set of fresh softs left, whereas some of the top drivers who went through on the mediums will have 2 sets. As we always see, there's improvements throughout the session. So then, whilst the cars are on their outlaps, we're going to have a quick look into the Discord, and we're going to have a look at the standings, as we've been through already, but the constructors' standings. So we have in the Premier League, the leaders are Haas, Siege getting most of their points, but Jay Story's chipped in as well. Haas on 47, Ferrari 43, Alfa Romeo 38, McLaren 26. They're the top 4. There's a bit of a gap down to Racing Point with 16, Red Bull 13, Mercedes 12, AlphaTauri on 6, Williams only on 2, both out in Q1 of course as well, and Renault on 0, yet to pick up a point, as we mentioned early on, as we see Idenzo is going to be the first one as he crosses the line to start his first flying lap. Is he going to be quicker on these softs in comparison to the other 2 on the softs? His time on the mediums in Q2 was quite a few tenths off Cowie and Siege. He'd be hoping for better there. Idenzo, we know he's got extreme pace. He's been unlucky not to set as many points, not to get as many points as he has so far. But he'll be hoping to disrupt the regular top 4 today, and we know he's got the pace of doing it, and he's got the opportunity with Forza Ferrari starting down the 11th as well. Everyone is on a lap apart from Swanshanks is in the pits. As we mentioned, Swanshanks is one of those who is going to be starting the soft, so he's probably only got one fresh set of soft, so he might just be waiting until the end. Now then, Idenzo comes starting sector 3, flat out on that right hander again, and the air looks pretty neat in that pink second Mercedes, as some people want to call it nowadays. Looks a neat time from him as well. Pit lane entry here, as we mentioned, is quite difficult. You can easily lock up, easily lose traction going into that pit lane. It's a great exit from Idenzo. What time can we see here? Is this going to be the quickest time of the session so far? It's a 1:28.2. That is a fantastic lap. We could even see Pit getting the 1:27s here as he goes flying across there. Nightwing's going to be next. No, he's not. He comes in the pits. He obviously made a mistake on his lap. Blaze is going to be next across the line. Where can Blaze go? It's a 1:28.4. He's a couple of attempts slower than Idenzo. Next across the line is going to be Serious Mushroom. Where can he go? It's a 1:28.8 from Serious Mushroom. It's purple sector 3. He might have made a mistake in the first couple of sectors. Those who see the Mercedes of Jockey Hockey. He goes fast. It's a 1:28.1, and we said he looked good. We said he looked good, and it's a fantastic time from his Kev Citroens down in 5th. Not a fantastic time for him. And Cowie, it's a 1:28.0 from Cowie. Oh wow, that's a fantastic lap. 1:28.0. We're close to the 1:27s. If someone can get 1:27, that'd be absolutely unbelievable. And we saw Jockey Hockey went on board with a lap from him early on in Q1, and we knew he looked fast. It looked like a fantastic lap. He's taking all the curve he could without invalidating his time, and he's definitely going to be a contender today for at least a podium. Just over a tenth off Cowie, and that lap from Cowie is absolutely fantastic as well. Siege has come in the pits. I'm not sure if he made a mistake on his lap. Nightwing's come in the pits as well, so I think he invalidated his lap, although he's coming straight back out. Nunda did invalidate his lap, so he's going on these softs again. They might be his only fresh set of softs, so he might have no choice to, but it's not looking too good for Nunda, but it's a great effort for him to get through to Q3 anyway. Siege is back out on an out lap, as is Swanshanks, and he is about to start his lap, I'm sure. Here we go then. Oh, it's a bit slower in the first couple of corners. You know, to put the brakes on a bit more, then you really want to take a wide line and swoop into that left-hander. Oh, it's a bit better through the next S. It's definitely a lot better through there. Again, you want to get the car out, get the car straight, and get on the pedal early. It says it's purple through sector 1. I don't believe that. Still trying to get over that time from Cowie. Unbelievable. Jockey Hockey and Idenzo top times as well, and even the other 3 drivers. Such quick times. Oh, he's invalidated his time. Swanshank. You just knew it was going to happen. You could see he turned in too early. He was turning in too early. Just see that was about to happen. So Swanshank's invalidated. Nightwing is on his outlap. Nunda's coming to pits. Everyone else is in the pits apart from Swanshanks. So we are going to go on board with Siege. He's coming through sector 3. And he's about to start his lap. Can he beat that time of Cowie? Can he even beat that time of Jockey Hockey? This will be interesting to see. He's got the DRS open and Siege crosses the line to start his lap. Strange here in France because the checkered flag is behind the lights. So you keep waiting for it to come and it never does. Really fast there, really aggressive from Siege. We've got a yellow flag for a driver going slowly, getting out of the way hopefully in sector 3. Takes as much of that curb as he can. It's downshifting as you can see there. And it's purple through sector 1. Obviously we don't know whether that's right or not, but it does look extremely fast. Look, he's really pushing it here. He knows he's got a job on his hands if he's to get pole position today. Down the straight then. Coming to the left-hander, can he keep it together? Yes, he takes a lot of the curb there, but he's still got his time going, and that is incredibly fast through there. This is unbelievable. The pace of some of these drivers is absolutely incredible. I don't know how they do it. Flat out there as well, taking a bit of the curb, riding the white line on the left-hand side. He's braked so late there, and he's still managed to get it under control. This is fantastic, this lap. And again, we don't know how close it's going to be to P1. Will it be P1 for Siege? But I don't think he could have done much better. So if it's not, at least he'll know he's not lost time anywhere. He's not lost time a single corner on this lap. It's been perfect. He opens his DRS. Can he get into 127s? Can he go on provisional pole position? Siege crosses the line. He does it. He does it. Siege does it. It's a 127.94. And it's a tenth quicker than Cowie. And he does get into the 127s. I don't think I've seen a 127 lap before in France. That's absolutely incredible. And we knew he could do it because that lap was absolutely sensational. He's absolutely going for it. Taking all he could out of track limits, taking all he can out of the tyres. Wow. What a lap. What a lap from Siege. Incredible. Cowie must be thinking, what on earth has he got to do to take Siege off pole position? But of course he will go for it again. Idenzo is on a lap as well, and again let's not forget he's only 3 tenths off Siege's time, Idenzo. So if he can improve, he can be in contention still as well. What can he do then as he goes through? Now starting sector 3. It's a bit of a wide line there, but he's kept his foot on the accelerator for quite a long time. As Luke's saying in the comments, come on the Mercs. Jockey Hockey's representing Merc in Q3. He's doing a fantastic job. Here we go then, Idenzo. As he comes through last corner, he's locked up the right front there. But I don't think he's lost too much time. DRS is open. What can Idenzo do here on this lap? Can he get any closer? He gets pole. It's a 127.7. Unbelievable. I'm lost for words. Blaze has invalidated his lap as well. I'm not sure if he was going quicker. Swanshanks is on another lap as well. We've got Blaze, he's coming in the pits. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to go again. Swanshanks coming in the pits too. We've got both AlphaTauris on a lap. Nightwing's invalidated. Disappointing for Nightwing then. He's not really set a quick lap so far. Nunda's not set a lap yet either, but he's coming through sector 3 now and he's still validated. He's done well to hold it together there. He went a little bit wide going to that corner. As he comes into the left-hander now. Can he keep it together? Yes, he can. Clips the curb. Nice line through there as well. Oh, a bit of a... Might got a bit of wheel spin there. He opens his DRS. Where's he going to go, Nunda? It is 8th. He just gets ahead of Swanshanks by less than a 10th. And obviously Nightwing pushed down to last. His teammate, Jockey Hockey. He's on another quick lap then. Let's go on board with him. This is fantastic watching Jockey Hockey. As we saw in Q1. Fantastic line he takes. Look how wide he goes onto the red and white line. Oh, he's lost it. He's not lost it, but he just got a bit of wheel spin there, a bit of oversteer, and he lost a bit of time and he's backed out. And then he's realised he's got to go quick, take a bit more out of these tyres because he's got to get to the checkered flag in time to set one more lap. And Cowie, here we go. He goes onto the straight, comes into sector 2. He's on another lap. DRS is open. Of course, got two DRS zones in France. One of them in sector 2, which Cowie's in now, and one of them's on a start-finish straight. Oh, he's got a bit of wheel spin there, Cowie. He lost the rear a little bit. It's a difficult place to keep control of the car, but that could be the difference between improving or not. As it says, he's gone purple through sector 2. Again, flat out in that right-hander, that's what you'd expect. Takes a lot of that curb. Might have pushed him wide, a little bit low. He's really pushing the limits here, is Cowie. And again, he does well to hold it together. It's really fast, really going for it yet again. Siege is on an outlap as well, so he's going to be going for it. He takes a lot of curve. Here we go. It's pole. It's a 127.6. He does Idenzo by just less than a tenth. Unbelievable. And Siege just gets across the line. He's about to start his lap 2. Jockey Hockey. Unfortunately, he's invalidated his time again, so he's not going to be starting any Highland 4. He'll be disappointed, but I'm sure he'll be happy with the improvements he's made. As Siege has retired the car. I mean, he might have lost it. Yeah, the car sat still in sector 1. I think he's lost it. So Siege, after setting that fantastic time, he's going to start 3rd. It might be worse yet, or Serious Mushroom has invalidated his time, and Nunda's also invalidated his time. Swanshanks has retired. Nightwing's still on the quick lap, and he needs to do something here. Of course, he's 4 seconds up, but that's because he's only done a 136 so far. So Jockey got Idenzo on an outlap. I'm not sure if he's going to cross the line in time. Obviously, we know it's checkered flag, but we don't know what this game's going to do. Jockey Hockey won't improve. Nivel's Serious Mushroom. Blaze is on a quicker lap. He's a 10th up as he's about to come through sector 2. No, Nunda can't improve. Neither can Kev Citra, neither can Swanshanks. We're on board with Nightwing as he comes through the last couple of corners. He goes into the right-hander to come onto the straight, and he gets his foot down early. He's running out of fuel, but his DRS is open. Where can Nightwing go? He'll be looking for at least 7th, and he gets 7th. He does get 7th. He slots into that gap where there's a bit of time. He started 3rd last week, but I'm sure with the competitiveness around, he'll be happy to get that time on the board. We're going to go board with Blaze, and now says he's just less than a 10th up after he came out of sector 2. He needs a good sector 3 if he's to improve, because he's 2 tenths off Serious Mushroom. Can he find any more time? He could potentially get up to 4th here if this sector 3 is fantastic. But it will have to be fantastic if he's to improve. Here he goes then. Bit of a wide line as he comes onto the straight. Where can Blaze go? Can he improve his time? Can he get up the order? No, he can't. He does improve his time by over a 10th, but it's not enough. So then, Idenzo. It did let him settle up, even though he crossed the checkered flag about a minute and a half after it was waved. What can he do? This game's a mess. He's 33 hundredths down on his own time as he comes out of sector 2, and again he's going to need to find at least a 10th in sector 3 if he's going to improve. Oh, he's gone wide, he's lost it, he's invalidated his time, and that confirms it. As we can see just in front of Idenzo is Cowie, and Cowie is on pole position. Fantastic lap from Cowie, 127.6, it's absolutely incredible. He was knocked off by Siege, then Idenzo, and then Cowie came and did them both with that fantastic time. Idenzo 2nd, Siege in 3rd, and the top 3. This is going to be a fantastic battle going into the race. But there we have it, Cowie 98 takes pole position in the Scarlet Red Ferrari. We've got Jockey Hockey in 4th in the Mercedes, Serious Mushroom in 5th in the Alfa Romeo, Blaze in 6th for Red Bull, Nightwing 7th for AlphaTauri, Kev Citron in 8th for Alfa Romeo, good effort from him. Nunda 9th in the AlphaTauri, and Swanshanks in the McLaren in 10th. Of course, Swanshanks is a reserve tonight. He is McLaren driving the championship. He was in last minute for Ozan. Ozan then joined the session, so Ozan, any points he gets will be scored for McLaren, and Swanshanks, if he gets any points in that car, he'll score them for Racing Point, because that's where the space is. So here we go then. Reminder to all drivers watching to record. ALR Vintage is in the comments saying fantastic qualifying session. It really was. Nearly fell off my seat there. That was absolutely fantastic. I was lost for words at one point. Some of these times were just unbelievable. Don't know how these drivers do it. Let's hope they can keep it together in the race. Of course, ALR Vintage made his debut for us, reserving the championship yesterday. So then we wait for all 20 drivers to ready up. As I mentioned earlier, we've only actually got 13 of the Premier League drivers in today, which is a bit of a shame. But at least we have got a full grid, thanks to 7 of our championship drivers filling in as well, which we thank them for very much for taking up 2 nights of their weekend. Obviously put a lot of hard work into the game and to the league, and we do really appreciate all the effort they put in. Whilst we just wait for a few to select their strategies before we go on to the formation app. Here we go then. Ozan's starting last. Oh dear. We're praising the game for once, for letting people join the session late and set times in qualifying. Ozan did that. And then got through to Q2, and it's pushed him out and made him start last. Absolutely crazy. Jay Bradfield mentioned that, so don't think we need an inquiry as to how that happened. So then we're going to get the spectator menu set up. Have a tyre detail up there as well, so as you can see. Oh, Nanda's 14th. I was about to say, how's Forza Ferrari 10th? Nanda's 14th. I'm pretty sure he must have had a 5-place grid penalty then. Not sure what's happened there. Anyway, we have top 7 on mediums. Kev Citroen, Swanshanks got through to Q3 on softs, so that's what they're going to start on. Forza Ferrari, Cryptic, both going to be on hards. Jacob Slayer on mediums, Marvsky on hards. Nunda starting on softs. Of course, he had to start on softs. He got through to Q3 in them. He's putting 5 places down, so he should have had a free tyre choice. Scorper on hards, Jay Bradford on mediums, Andy Lew on mediums, Jay Story mediums. Crooksy starting on hards, going for the long run. Well, does he know the race hasn't started yet? He makes a good move there on the formation app, and Ozan's last on those soft tyres, but I'm sure he can make up places. As Cowie comes around the final corner then, as the grid is about to reform for the start of the French Grand Prix. Blaze Slay, and that's a joke, isn't that guy an admin? He is an admin. Not sure what happened, but he does feel the pressure, definitely. Just Jay Bradfield. Not sure what happened, but if you can type it in the comments quickly before the race starts, it'd be great. If not, we'll have a look at it after. Of course, I know formation that we don't get damage, but it's an opportunity to warm up the tyres. Starting on cold tyres is never good. So, I think all the cars are just taking their positions. So we see the 2 Williams side by side, and here we go then. We're going to go. We're on board with Cowie. Can we get a better camera angle than that, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lights, and lights out, and away we go. There's no delay today as Cowie gets a good start alongside Idenzo. And no, he doesn't. Idenzo gets past. He must have got better as he went into up the gears. Jockey Hockey gets past Siege. Siege is down to 4th. Oh, Jockey Hockey and Siege are collided. Jockey Hockey's lost it. Oh, and Williams has lost it as well. Williams has lost it as well. I'm not sure who that is, as Jay Bradfield is in the lead, according to this. And Jay Bradfield, and I'm not sure what's doing here, driving off the track. Idenzo leads, but this is not a good start yet again. Look at this. Williams are crashing into each other. This is terrible. Both the Williams drivers. This is ridiculous. Forza Ferrari, what's happened here? He's lost it. I think he's lost it. I'm not sure if he's collided. But the championship at the moment is so much better than the Premier League. We don't see collisions like this. As we get... Oh, Kev Citroen's out. Kev Citroen's out. And the Jay Bradfield's out as well. I'm not sure what. He's lost his wheel. He's just gone. He just goes flying into the wall. Well, we're definitely going to have some inquiries into this. This has been a terrible start. We're going to focus on the battle up front with people that can actually race. As Nightwing gets past Blaze. Oh, it's because Swanshanks and Jake the Slayer are in the pits. And the stream has gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's come up with a warning sign. Again, the internet. We'll just do a radio commentary then for now whilst it quietens down. And hopefully that'll be back up soon. Nightwing and Blaze are battling for 5th. Blaze on the outside. Can he get the move done? Fantastic move. That's what we just like to see. Great racing there from Blaze. Goes around the outside. Nightwing leaves enough room. That's fantastic from them. Battle out in front then. Idenzo got the move done on Cowie early on. As we see Jockey Yoki falling down the order again. He's had another incident. He needs to cool those tyres down. Nunda gets past Cryptic Alibi for 8th. Idenzo in the lead, and he's 3.5 attempts clear of Cowie. About the same gap back to Siege. Serious Mushrooms up into 4th. We'll have a quick look at the position change. Ozan is up to 7th. He started last. It's not bothered him at all, has it? Because he's come back and up into 7th. That's a fantastic effort from him. So in Siege, he dropped down positions. He went down to 5th at one stage, but he's recovered. He's back up into 3rd place, and look at the gap between the front two. Cowie gets a good exit there as well. We're going to quickly stop the stream, and we are going to start it again. You can still hear me, I think, on the stream, but it's just come up saying the internet down flag as Andy Lou gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We will join you back in a second.